Revolution's already got a real strong reputation for building tracks for riders. And things like the Quartermaster and the big ALine, they've shown that they're not risk averse and they're really keen on that kind of big picture. That lines up really well with being a really good training provider. When you're looking at providing the real kind of high risk or perceived high risk events, and having people wanting to aspire to that level of riding, then having a training facility that helps support that is really important. So I can see Revolution in the next few years, as things develop, becoming a real kind of hotspot for rider development and possibly for training instructors for other bike parks as well.
Yeah, Revolution was kind of one of those crazy ideas that you have. It wasn't in a pub, but it's kind of normally the idea you have late night in a pub, that you're going to leave your day job and go and set up a mountain bike park in Wales. It was one of those ideas though that we just kind of kept at, and we just kept pushing forward. It's a very family orientated thing. Myself and James, my brother, own the business. We turned up here with a couple of shovels and a small digger, and we set to work, building our dream. I mean, when we started Revolution, we always had a view of that we were going to cater for the more experienced rider, and we're going to sort of try and push the boundaries in terms of what you would normally see in a bike park, particularly in this country. When we started doing that, that opened up some doors to work with pros to push it even further with things like the ALine and the Quartermaster. However, we also realised that with downhill growing at the rate that it is growing, that giving people an easier route into a bike park that's at the higher level like Revolution is quite an important thing. That's why we focused in the last year of actually building red runs rather than just black runs. And we feel this sort of partnership with ALine Coaching is going to be the next big step in that, in terms of giving people that real confidence that they've got someone who's going to help them into the park.
We've known John now for a year or so and been in talks with him. He's done a training day here already, so we're well aware of what he does and how good he is as a coach. So he's done a lot of work in Whistler and one of the highest qualified coaches out there. So it's obviously a good choice for us to have him.
What we realised though was that it'd be much better if we could actually have a dedicated training area that people could come on a normal uplift day, but work with John and ALine in the training area, and then actually go from that into the main park and hit some of the bigger stuff in the park with that added confidence that they've got from a morning of dedicated training. And I think that in this country, having that kind of dedicated facility always there, always waiting to go, is kind of a rare thing, and we're quite sort of excited about having that built.
When you're riding the trail, you've got a lot to think about, and there's a lot going on, and you've got to be able to read what's kind of coming up. And when you're new to a feature, doing that and kind of focused on your body movement and feeling out what's happening, there's just a lot going on. So being able to take a feature and isolate it, take it out of the trail and put it in an environment where you're surrounded by fluffy clouds, aka you've got a really nice run in, you've got a really nice run out, and you're just doing one thing, it means that you can bring a lot more kind of awareness into your body and how it's moving, and it's a much more kind of managed environment, which makes it a lot easier to pick up. When I first came back from Canada, we were looking at bringing the instructor development program over, and this was one of the first places that I thought, it could work. It's a training course that's run by the guys that run all the training in Whistler Bike Park. They have a coaching outfit called Terra Method, and Terra Method's a kind of training consultancy, if you like, that go and set up instructors at other bike parks. And it's a bike park kind of specific course. So as a robust, thoroughly tested system for coaching, I can't think of anything that's as rigorously tested as the IDP. And it'd be a really good thing to give people in the UK access to. So people who aren't able to go out to the big Canadian bike parks and go and train, be trained here, ready, so that if you have a gap year or you're heading out to those kind of places, you could actually get your ticket in the UK before you head out there. So that'd be kind of cool.